the real broadcast featuring Rumblin Man and Alan Brown, AKA AKA Bully Thakidd.
AKA, all right.
So, guys, there was I had another stream going, and I had a technical difficulty because I couldn't bring Alan Brown in on it. So now I have successfully brought Alan Brown in on it.
Yeah, I can actually see live on the corner, so that's good. You know?
Yeah. So let me check. I'm gonna check. So what happens here is when I'm in these chats, I can't actually see it. There's a chat window, but I can't actually see on that chat window if anybody's watching this thing or when they comment. So I have to have my iPad going at the same time.
I'm over here trying to move to the left and to the right, see if there's anything popping up. All it says is live.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
So
I am just on my phone, so.
But I don't see any live comments. I'm gonna just do one as a test real quick. Oh, not even looking at it in the YouTube app. That's why. I'm so sorry, Alan Brown. I can't believe the way that I have messed this up.
Man, everything's a learning experience. We might be a guinea pig.
So how are you doing this evening, Alan Brown?
Doing good, man. I was just in the middle of messing around on the bass. And
what bass is that you're holding? Is that your
Very funny thing. So remember when I told you whenever I first hopped into YouTube, you were one of the people that I actually watched?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you were doing XX bass reviews, and you did like one on the J bass and one on the P bass.
Yeah.
And I went and researched it at Rondo Music, and they were budget friendly. So I was like, you know what? I always wanted a 6-string bass, so I'll pull the trigger on it. So this is the bass I bought. This is the first bass that I actually like modded and all that good stuff. So.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
I'm so full circle. Yeah, and speaking of full circle, we have a full circle of people that came over from the other chat. Squid Farm, Andrew, Chardons are all here. So they were on the other window, but they must have gone to my page and found this one. Anyway, sorry guys. I apologize for the technical difficulties, which we try to avoid at all costs on the Rumblin Man channel. But sometimes technical difficulties happen, and desperate times call for desperate measures. And in the wake of these technical difficulties, it is time for me to mention that this broadcast is brought to you by Rumblin Man and Bully Thakidd.
Product placement.
By the way, if you're watching on the replay, you can check the video description because the pieces of gear that Alan and I talk about during this chat, the ones that are still made, all have links available to those pieces of gear, as well as any videos we mention, all our social media. In the replay of tonight's chat, I'm going to have all that stuff up there chilling so that you can finish watching the chat and then check it out. And you can make sure you have followed Alan on YouTube. But before you do that, you want to stay here with us so you can see the chat, because if you go watch our YouTube channels, I mean, you can do that anytime. But can you do this anytime? No.
Yeah. But hey, man, before we move a little bit further, I do want to hold you against the wall and actually say this. I'm doing this on your channel. You got to come over to my channel. We got to do this again.
You know what? I think so. You know, yeah. Yeah. And, you know, we probably have a few more viewers on your channel, because while I snoozed for a couple years, you surpassed me, and I believe you have triple the subscribers that I
have. I cannot confirm nor deny such allegations. I still plead the fifth.
Well, I mean, I can look at it and see how many you have, but that takes a lot of research and a lot of clicking on things on my iPad. We don't want to do that. Yeah. So here's how I came across you. So while I was snoozing, I said this actually a little while ago when I was setting things up on the other chat that is now extinct. But when I was snoozing for a couple of years, I wasn't making YouTube videos. I would just watch YouTube, like laying in bed at night and stuff. And still do. All right, still do. So the thing is, I would watch music vids, and like I came across your channel, and it became one of those channels that I would watch like when I was bored. I'd be like, I think I'll see what Brown AKA Bully Thakidd is doing right now. And like I would click over to your channel, and I started watching you more than Max Proud because Max Proud hasn't released so many videos lately.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Earl from the Max Proud channel?
Dude, I don't know, man. Like, here's the thing. This is what I want to know. I want to know how many basses he's circulated in the past 10 years.
Probably like
I've seen him. He got at least, I know for sure, 5 Music Man just the sub series. He has 5 of them at least, or he's had 5, and he's done a video on each one of them. He bought like the same Sire bass like 3 times. Like he had a 4-string version, same color, 5-string version, same color, and then a different color version of the same bass. I was like, dude, you got money.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know that he was trading out a lot though, so I think that he was keeping his collection kind of revolving. But he did well when he advanced to Sires. Like that was kind of like a step up for him because usually everything that he reviewed was budget stuff like Squires and SXs. I don't know if you ever saw. He had this one video. You've probably seen it in his it's of his living room, and it's called. It's old. It's so old now, but it's called My SX Collection.
Yeah.
And he just kind of pans around the living room, and they're all just sitting there, man. And then I think he had one like that for his Squires as well. But I started watching his channel, and I didn't know what SX was. I was like, oh, forget SX, man. Squire, you know.
Same here. Same here.
But like,
I was an Ibanez dude. Oh, I wasn't messing with Fender or Fender copies, Fender made basses at all. Like I didn't want any of that.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, it's a good thing we both branched out because quite honestly, when I first unboxed that first SX P bass that I had gotten, which I've now traded, but I was like, okay, what's the catch? Because I love the neck wood, I love the glossy finish and all the nice maple. Speaking of neck finish,
the electronics are great in the dang thing, so I don't know what the big deal was. It shouldn't be $150, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, in terms of, is it storming in Oklahoma?
Oh yeah, it's coming down out here.
Really?
Battle of the Titans outside.
Are you serious? The Tennessee Titans are on your roof.
Please no, I can't afford it.
Well, so you've got the Oakland Raiders on your wall.
Yes.
But you don't live in Oakland, and I have the Seattle Seahawks right here in my hand.
Well, you're not in my conference, so I guess I'll allow it. Now, if you would have had a big old Kansas City cup, now I got to end this chat.
Yeah. No, this is not a Chiefs cup. I'm really not a huge fan of the Chiefs these days. But does Marshawn Lynch still play for the Oakland Raiders?
I'm pretty sure he's terrorizing somewhere in there.
Oh my gosh, that guy is so cool. That guy is such a beast. Maybe that's why they call him Beast. I don't really know.
Yeah, I wish he was like my uncle so I could just follow him around and do stupid stuff with him.
That would be sweet. Oh,
sweet. I put him up there with like Dennis Rodman, Bootsy Collins, and possibly Flea. Dude, if I could just follow him around, just watch them exist. I feel like it's just a comedy show.
I might be a little scared to watch Flea exist.
Yeah, they be putting socks on their stuff, so yeah, no, I can't.
Well, like, and how many different Flea basses have there been? Like, first there was the Flea bass, which
when he first came out, he was doing the Sterling by Music Man. No, he was doing the Music Man thing.
Yeah, he was.
And then because of that, he ended up going to
Modulus.
Yeah. Modulus? And then he branched off of that, took their design and made the Flea bass.
Yeah.
And now I think he's with Fender.
Yeah, there's and now with Fender, so a couple years ago there came out a music store down the road from me that closed shop. Had one for a while, but there was a Flea signature jazz bass. And then now I saw just a few months ago, they released another Flea bass. Mm-hmm. There's another new Flea signature jazz bass.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, I haven't really looked at the specs because I'm not a Fender guy. But I'm wondering if it's just like volume and tone for each pickup. That's what I'm wondering.
I'm
not sure he
that
does
as well.
active.
I think
I'm
the
not sure he
knobs are
does.
stacked.
I know it's 2 stacked knobs. I just don't know what the controls are.
Me neither. That's astounding. Awkward moment of silence.
Well, I'll find out. I have my computer. Why not?
What have you got?
I got a computer, so I'm gonna see.
So question, I see a 5-string, and I've wanted to ask you this before while watching your videos. There's a 5-string black jazz bass on your wall. Is that a Squire Affinity?
Where at?
It looks like, or no, oh no, that's your 6-string. Never mind.
That's 6, 4, and then I got a 5 M2.
Nice.
I used to have one though. Like I modded it and then sold it. It was a Squire Affinity jazz bass.
5
Yeah, exactly like that. Except I put Seymour Duncan preamp in it. I put Seymour Duncan pickups in it, and then I think I left everything else stock. But yeah, it was nice. It was just collecting dust because at that time.
Well, generally, I mean, generally it's a 5-string, but mine is a 1-string.
Yeah, I mean that's nice. So that's really all you need.
Just bust out some
strings. Yeah, you just sweep down, or you can play the Humpty dance. That's always cool.
Actually, I do some soul tunes, some Motown, some
skills. Oh, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy.
Winwood. I think that's Steve Winwood there. Give me some loving. But yeah, so I've had this for a while. But I need to get some strings for it, and I was thinking about upgrading the pickups. So on the front, I have an IRB Indian Rocks Beach sticker. Then on the back, I have, lo and behold, a sticker. And then
it only has the first string.
First string, yeah, exactly. So here's something a little strange I did. I had played this bass live some, and I got tired of people saying, "Oh, you're playing a Squire." So I sanded off the Squire logo and tried to put a Fender logo on it, but it didn't go so well. But I did.
I understand because I did something similar. So my Franken bass, which is my bass that I nicknamed Opium, for reasons we won't talk about. Same deal. It was a Squire Squire Jaguar HB.
Sweet.
And I pretty much gutted it, and the preamp I had in it was an Ardere. Now I have this Aguilar 4M.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have a P-Boy circuit, so now it's just passive.
Do you have any endorsement hookups with Aguilar?
I wish, dude. It'd be all Aguilar stuff in here. I wish.
So here's the thing. They liked a. What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, Aguilar, if you're watching, do hit your boy up, Bully Thakidd.
Yeah, send him some stuff and send me some stuff, and we'll both.
I know, right?
No, but like they liked an Instagram post I did, so I'm thinking, okay, if Aguilar liked my Instagram post, then maybe there's a deal for me here with Aguilar.
Yeah.
Not that I would use the stuff live, because I'm currently not playing bass live anywhere. I'm playing guitar live, but not bass live. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, it's very weird. I don't recommend it.
Oh my gosh, but no, I'm dead serious though. We got to get you down to Florida, man. You got to come chill sometime. I got a guest room. You can stay with me, meet some of the gang who's commenting on this video. We can go swimming at the beach. We can go bodyboarding.
Black people, open bodies of water. I don't do it.
That's true.
Here's the thing. I know I'm big, so I know I look like a seal from down below looking up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it.
Well, that's true. That's true. You could look similar to a seal, so then a shark. Hey,
I don't mean the singer either. There's not a no. It's a whole bucket of no for me.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So you said black people in open bodies of water. I think I've heard something about that before. Is it true that black people do not like open bodies of water?
We don't feel comfortable if the water goes deeper than 4 feet.
Yeah.
And yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So at black pool parties, there's just a whole bunch of people sitting around the edge with their feet in the pool.
No way. That's cool, man. I got to go to a black pool party sometime. I never have been to one.
Now, did this. Now, go think about all the times you've been to the beach. How many black people were swimming?
Okay, I have seen black people swimming at the beach. I have. There were some black kids. I've actually seen it a few times.
I guarantee they were imported and they were no better.
So they were like visiting from, you know, Africa or something. Like they weren't real American black folks.
Or Texas, you know, whatever.
Well, you're pretty close to Texas down there, man.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, man, this went way the heck off track.
Yeah, that's,
so,
that's more cultural related.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
So let me ask you this question.
Okay.
What's the one instrument you wish you hadn't given up?
Oh man. Oh, I've given up so many. You know, this is going to sound so weird and so strange, and it actually sort of hurts me to talk about it, but I had a Squire. It was a Squire, right? And I've given up many Fenders and Music Men and things of that nature. Notice how I did that, Music Men, because it was plural. I didn't say Music Mans, I said Music Men. Wasn't that cool?
Nice. Well played.
I think that was grammatically correct. I'm not sure. But so it was a Squire Classic Vibe P bass. And I loved it. And I sold it because I had lost my job and had to eat. And I sold it for $200. And that's the one that I regret getting rid of. What about you?
So the Vibe was, if I'm not mistaken, it's the single coil
up
and down.
It was the P bass, just with a standard split precision bass coil. 60. It was a 60s Classic Vibe 60s P bass.
So what was the difference? The neck?
That's a good question because they also have the Classic Vibe 70s P basses, and they had the 50s one, and that one was where it's just a little single coil, not the split you know, P bass thing. And then I played in Guitar Center the other day, one of the 70s one, and it was real cool. I don't know, the 60s one was supposed to feel like the 60s. Maybe the specs or something were shaped more like the 60s. It had a rosewood fretboard, and the 70s one has maple.
Okay.
Don't know. I'm not sure. But I do miss that bass. Honestly, when I was in Seattle, so I had a couple instances, and this isn't really to knock Music Man because I think Music Men certainly have their place. But so on two different instances, I found that the Squire Classic Vibe P bass kicked more than my other basses in terms of, you know, punch, in terms of just sitting in a mix. And so what I discovered at a practice one night was my Music Man, something about it just wasn't cutting it. So I plugged up my jazz bass, and then there it was. I'm like, oh, that's what I was missing. And then later I plugged up my P bass. I'm like, whoa, that's even better than the jazz bass. But I was playing kind of like, you know, I guess it was kind of like punk rock stuff. And so I started using the Squire on studio sessions and did it with no shame. With my Fender, my Music Man sitting on stand, I played the Squire. I don't know.
You know what I found out? That if you actually session, like the real gig and session and stuff, most people are looking for a P bass sound.
That's what Sean Hurley said in one of his interviews.
It's crazy. It's a crazy thing. Like anytime I go and do a session, I usually bring my Sire P7. That way I can get both worlds.
Oh.
So they don't like how I did it with both pickups. I'll just go straight to the P pickup, and they usually love it.
Who wouldn't?
Yeah.
So you've got a white one that's a white P7 that's rosewood, and then you have a maple version as well.
Yeah. That is okay. So let's do it. So this is my trusty.
Oh my gosh, I want one. I really want one.
Yeah. So most sessions or whatever, that's what I pull out just off. And the strings are they're round wound, but they're like played in. So I could dial in a more scoop sound, but they sound kind of dead. So whenever I roll to the P pickup, it sounds real nice, like real Motowny. You get what I'm
So are
saying?
they nickel-plated steel?
Yeah.
Are they DR Pure Blues?
No.
What are they?
They are actually Diodarios, and they used to be super bright, but they played in them. So.
Oh, sweet, man. Oh, I bet that sounds great. I've watched your videos demoing that one, and you had I think you had like the P7 and the P7 Vintage. Or
yeah, I got the P7 and then I got the B7 Vintage.
Yeah. Man,
Which
I watched
this
your video comparing those two. Like I watched the whole thing. It was like a super long video, and I watched the whole thing.
I mean, nobody's doing stuff like that. Like people want to know, but they don't want to spend 7 minutes just watching a video of you, some dude slapping all crazy and not talking.
I want to
So
watch that. My videos are too much talking.
to each his own.
Well, see, that's the great thing about how. So you and I both reviewed the Ibanez Talman 300. Was it the sparkly shiny green one?
Mm-hmm.
And so your review of it. So you got to review it before I did, but your review of it, it was mostly playing, and my review of it was mostly talking. So I felt like those two reviews really balanced each other out well. I think if people are going to look at that bass, they need to watch both those reviews.
And I will say this: that's a great. It is a great bass. But what I found out was the functionality of switching the biasing of the pickups. I wasn't using. I found one sound and I just left it there.
Wow.
So when it comes down to it, I didn't particularly need that. So
did you see my review of that by chance?
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember, but there was a buzz that I couldn't use anything but the P pickup because of the buzz. Did you have any buzz issues with yours?
No, the issue I had was it was really mid-rangey.
Yeah.
So when I wanted to get a scoop sound, it was just inherently mid-range heavy. Which isn't bad. It's a totally different slap sound, which is cool. But I couldn't EQ my stuff to where I could take it out. Even going to my amp and taking the mids out, it was still there.
It's like you got to run through a Boss EG7 and a preamp and an amp and like do like 24 faders of scooping to get the right tone.
Maybe.
Just a guess.
But for future note, I'm going to pick up the 5-string probably for Christmas.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The
5-string is like $249.
Which of the which Talman? Like the 3? Is there a 5-string of the 300?
No, I think it's just the. I think it's the 105.
So guys, if you can see my screen right now, I am going to show the bass that Alan and I are talking about, but I can't because it doesn't exist. Where is it?
Oh, go to Z Sounds. That's where it's at. Or I think it's called the Talman 310.
Oh, 310, that's right. You know, for being a gear reviewer, I should remember model names and stuff a little better. 310. So here's this one, the 600. I'm totally interested in that. There's a 5-string 600 one. Is that the one you're thinking about getting?
The one I'm getting is probably the Talman 105, and that's $249 at Z Sounds.
Oh, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Well, this one's $600. Oh, check this out, dude. I don't know if you can see this window. So Google, all I did was type in.
See that? Your boy.
Oh my gosh. There we both are, man. Fame and fortune. I mean,
Googleable.
Yeah. I mean, you go past the ads where you can buy it, and next thing you see is Alan Brown, AKA Bully Thakidd, and then your friendly neighborhood Rumblin man. Both of us right there coming up in the Google search. That is pretty cool.
That wasn't intentional either.
It wasn't. I had no idea, man. See, this whole thing was meant to be. Like it was written in the stars, shall I say.
Some things just happen, man. That's cool.
I know, man. That was pretty crazy. So Ibanez as a whole, so you and I talked about Ibanez a little bit earlier today. I've been talking to my friend Jeff about maybe doing a little Ibanez rescue with me for the bass that I sent you a picture of earlier, which is kind of a hot mess right now. I need to send you some more pictures I took of it. So the action on that bass, the strings are as far off the neck as you can possibly imagine, like this far off the neck. Like it's like the parting of the Red Sea, the neck from these strings. And they're like super old, like heavy gauge rounds because someone thought it'd be good to put heavy gauge on.
So when you say heavy gauge, what size are you talking?
Too thick, too heavy, thick gauge. I didn't measure them. I didn't measure them.
Okay. I think the heaviest I've ever played was like 105 to 50.
Why would any man or woman do that though?
Because gent. I'm just a humble gentleman.
I mean, what kind of gauge are you into mainly?
It depends. Like for my 6-string, I have it going 100 to 28.
Nice.
On this one. And then for Oakland, I have 90 to 40.
Nice.
I think. 1 second. All right. So whenever I do Oakland, the actual gauge is it's 100 to 40. And I got these. Warwick. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it.
Wow, Warwick makes strings. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I caught it on a deal and they were like $7 a string, like $7 a pack. I was like, okay.
Where'd you find that?
5-pack? I think I got it from Bass Strings Online. I'm not even sure there's still a website.
I've seen a video of yours at some point where you were like, you were demoing all these like obscure sets of strings from brands I had never heard of or something.
Yeah.
Were they like from eBay or like what were they?
Jesus. Severe weather alert.
It sounds a little quieter.
Yeah, well, white noise now. So
people living in the Midwest, especially in Oklahoma, it's Tornado Alley out there.
Literally, Tornado Alley. So
that's actually live in Oklahoma.
For real? Cool.
Oh yeah, like Reed Timmer, like all the guys from what was that show? Storm Chasers. They all live out in Oklahoma.
This is a funny fact. Remember the group Hanson?
Hanson. Yeah, I remember Hanson.
They live up the street. Another fun fact. They have their own beer, and it's awesome.
Are those guys old enough to drink?
Well, they're 30-something now, or 40-something now. Keep in mind the time. At the time, they were like 10, and that was back in, 95?
And I was laughing at them, watching TV, laughing at them.
But you knew all the words.
Bop,
You can act like that now, but you know the words.
Well, right. No, I don't know the words.
This is what's funny. They actually have a beer. The best one they have is called Hops.
Are you serious?
Put it on.
Have you met the guys? Have you met Hanson?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah. It was trippy because I looked at them and they don't have the long hair and they don't look like little girls anymore. But like they have the same face. So I was just sitting there, sitting together, and I was like, "Excuse me, I'm gonna ask you a really weird question. Please don't get mad at me." And they were like, they started smiling at the same time. I was like, does the word Hanson mean anything to you? And they all started laughing. I was like, what did I say? It's like, we're Hanson.
No
like,
way.
Mbop, Hanson. Like, in an Mbop you don't know. And they were like, yeah. But yeah, so
you should have got your picture made with them.
Dude, no, I don't need that type of traffic in my life. I'm good.
Oh my gosh, dude.
So strings I actually stand by that I have just all the time at my house, or I order them because I have a lot of basses and I like strong slappy tone. So my first bet is this one.
Oh, you go with Dunlop, huh?
Yeah, Super Brights. That's 45 to 125.
So those
Love
are
them.
around.
And then aside from that, Black Beauties.
Yeah. I have a pack of Black Beauties sitting in my office that I'm about to put on a bass.
I love it. I love the aesthetic of it, man. It just looks mean. Like it just looks mean.
And you know what's crazy is I've got someone on one of the church basses, and they've been on the bass for like a year, and the sound is like so mellow. Like they sound not even like flats. It's like flats but thinner or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool strings, man. I like all of DR's products, honestly. Like
yeah, really nice, especially the neons.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
For that one,
I was thinking those were neon green DRs.
Yep. And before that, I had
plastic blue SX bass that I sent you a picture of earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about getting some DR neon blues for that one, like blue overlay.
It's a good play.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
Or you go against the grain and get something like yellow or like orange. That'd be dope.
Now there's an idea. Or green, and then it would be a Seattle Seahawks.
Seahawks bass. Boom.
Yeah. Hey, that's a pretty sweet idea. I may very well do that. Yeah, the DR neons are so cool. I love how they feel. Like I used to have a Dean, and I sold it, but I used to have a Dean hanging on the wall in here, and I had the neon whites on it, and like every time I walked by the bass when walking to the other room, like I had to pick it up and just slap around on those strings, man. They feel great. The sound, though, and here's something that I've actually wanted to talk to some other guys who use them about, so now here's my chance. Do you find, as far as the tone goes, I mean, the tone is not, the tone of the neons, it's not like regular round wound nickel or steel strings. It's like a warmer kind of tone. It's not like flats, but it's not like rounds. Like how would you classify it? Is it too warm even?
If you think about it, because it's coated, it makes the string heavier.
Yeah.
So vibration doesn't transfer to the magnets or to the pole pieces of your pickup.
Nice.
So inherently, it makes it sound more full.
It really does.
So, yeah. So like basses that's really good on, I probably wouldn't put it on a P bass per se.
Well, it'd be warmness overload.
Yeah. But if you have a jazz bass and you're trying to get some of that snappiness out of it, I put it on a jazz bass and then like let it sit, let it oxidize for about a week, and then go at it. Because as soon as you open the pack, that's the brightest they're ever gonna be.
Yeah.
So if you play for like 3 or 4 hours a day, you can probably break them in probably 4 days or so. Dang,
man. That's what I need to put on this this one string bass over here. I need to get a pack of you guys. Actually, honestly, this Squire Jazz, some Black Beauties would sit on that thing pretty sweet though.
Yeah.
I love DR strings, man. I reviewed the neon whites. I did an off the cuff video of Black Beauties. Need to do a better one and probably will. I reviewed the Pure Blues bass strings, and I reviewed the Legend flats. And I got to say, I love DR strings. I think for bass strings, I've tried a couple of their sets of guitar strings and liked them. Still figuring out what I like as far as guitar strings for electric goes. But as far as their bass string goes, I freaking love everything they make that I've tried, man.
Yeah, it's really crazy because I used to be straight uninvolved. Thinking.
Wow.
I know no better.
Well,
So
yeah, the people who use Ernie Ball slinkies, it's usually because they don't know any better. Like they don't. Yeah, but now you know better, and so do I.
yeah, and I mean, I don't know, man. Like I think I caught one on sale, so it was either like pay $19 for some slinkies or pay $16 for some Dunlops. And I was like, all
Yeah,
right. And
yeah.
then that's how I opened it up.
Weird.
So
I
yeah,
haven't seen you use flats much. Do you ever use flats?
no, I don't, and I really should. I should actually. I might put it on her.
Four
So
string?
that's something I never did before. So I might do that. I was thinking, okay, so another history story because you don't know about it. So I'll go ahead and tell you. This obviously is an SX,
Yeah, it is.
right?
I've seen that in your videos.
So this was another modification that was inspired by one of your videos. So this is
tray. Is that what you're
yeah.
talking
So if you look close on it, all the screws. This is bad because I got that light, but all the screws are gold. Ashtray here. I thought about putting gold knobs on. I'm still kind of debating it. And then I have the gold up top, gold tree. Got the strap locks. And
Oh
then
my gosh.
Rose. So this is my Rosie Perez.
Dude, the video you're talking about, are you talking about the video where like I had an SX and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put this gold thing here.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's not even on YouTube anymore. That is so old school. That was like 6 years ago.
Really?
No, not 6.
Really?
That was like 5 years ago. No, I'm not saying to do that is old school. I'm saying that video is old school.
No, I'm saying, but that's how long I've been watching.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man.
You were watching
back when videos were pixelated. I was still watching.
Oh my goodness, it's so pixelated, man.
Yeah.
Even today, I need to get a better camera because I'm using an iPad for a camera, to be honest with you. Like,
I'm on my phone.
so you use a phone?
Well, for this one, I actually do like videos for real, I have a Canon T6i that I use.
Cool, man.
Yeah, so I got it with the YouTube creator package. So it comes with like the Rode microphone, so I get good audio.
Nice. Yeah, your image is great.
Yeah. Hold on.
Let's see who we got in the comments here. We still got Jay Lopez in the chat. Jay Lopez loves flat wound strings. TJ Meachman says that he likes Dunlop Super Brights. Is that the pack that you had over there?
Yes, sir.
Chardon says Thoman has cheap Warwick strings, but the cost of shipping is the same as shipping for a guitar.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a little crazy.
But so this is what I got normally.
Yeah, cool, man.
Canon T6i, and the reason why I like this camera, first off, that feature.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I gotta get something like that. That's what I need, man.
Yeah, so just in case, it's weird because we make videos and we talk to ourselves.
Yeah,
So
we really do.
yeah, like we're just sitting in a room and we're literally having a conversation with a camera, and
hoping nobody else.
So for me to see what I look like, just in case I had like a booger on the side of my face or something, it's nice to have that feature to be like, okay.
It's really important for YouTube. In fact, I think the camera that I really desire is a Canon as well that has a flip out like that. I think it's called the M50, Canon M50 or something like that. But,
great camera, really easy to use.
Yeah, dude, it looks amazing. I've got a friend, Sean. I don't know if Sean might be on here tonight or not, but Sean has a couple really nice cameras, and he's going to film a couple reviews for me just so I can get some higher quality images out there to try to pick up some steam.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Until I can get my camera, I've actually got a guitar for sale on Facebook Marketplace right now. in hopes that I can sell it and then
the camera.
get the camera. So
Okay.
yeah, that'll be another, you know, parting experience.
Here's the thing: you can also go with GoPro. They're a little bit cheaper. I think this Canon was like, for the whole creator package, I think it was like $649.
That's not bad for a great package.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, but you can get like the same quality from a T3, and I think they're like $300.
For the
And
GoPro.
GoPro is the same type of deal. Only problem is they don't have a flip around screen. So
Gotta have the flip around screen. Saying.
yeah.
So here's some DR flats on this 1975 Gibson bass.
One day.
Yeah, dude. It's funny what you said about strings getting worn in, because when I first put these on, I hated them. But now that these have been on the bass for a few weeks, they're incredible. But interestingly, my experience with flats is a lot more limited than my experience with rounds. But whimsically enough, though, so I've tried 3 sets. I have a set of Fender flats at the office, these DR flats. But to me, and I haven't tried Labellas ever, but my favorite that I've tried, honestly, I've had a couple sets of Diodario, the XL, the Chromes, Diodario Chrome rounds. And actually, this jazz bass, before I took the strings off of it, I had a set of those on it for like 4 years, and they were fine for 4 years.
Yeah, I felt that way about Elixir. Only problem is they cost an arm and a leg. Yeah. So I asked you what bass you would get back if you could. You told me.
I gotta know this. I gotta hear this.
All right. So the one bass I wish I hadn't sold, and the reason why I sold it is because I wanted to get the Sire M3.
Nice.
Before I sold that off. It was a red bass that's on my channel. I did a review or whatever.
Yeah.
But the bass I sold off to get that was an Ibanez 506 mahogany.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man. And this is what's crazy. When I didn't have it, like that was my piccolo bass, so I had it strung E to F.
Nice.
And when I didn't have it, I missed it, and I couldn't find it. So eventually, for my birthday, I'm buying that bass this year. I'm buying that again.
Like a brand
Only
new.
Only thing I don't know is if I'm gonna go 505 or 506.
Now is that that's a Sound Gear?
Yeah.
So here's one thing I wanted to talk to you about, because Ibanez, you know, I can't say I hate Ibanez as a whole. I can't say that, because Ibanez makes wonderful things. They make the Tube Screamer, you know, they make the Artwood acoustics, which are good in their price range, not as good as G-Series Talkmanis. Notice Talkmani that I complimented you. You know, they make some shredder guitars that I try to avoid at all costs. You know, they make the Talmans. I like the Talmans. I mean, yeah, that thing, you know, had a buzz that no one should ever hear in their life, and the pickups are way too warm, and I never want to play one again. But still, I like the Talmans. Okay, and so all this to say, Ibanez makes some stuff that I like and even love. I think Ibanez is a great company, all this stuff. But for the life of me, my deep-rooted hatred for, okay, not a hatred. I don't hate.
Hate's a real strong word.
I only hate Satan and all that is evil. But no, my deep-rooted distaste for Ibanez Sound Gear basses. And I'm not sure why I have this deep-rooted distaste for them. I don't know if it's how they look or how they feel. Why is it I don't like them? What is it about them that I think it's mainly how they look, honestly.
Really?
I think the headstock sucks. And honestly, you know, every time I ever pick, here's how I think of the Sound Gear basses. Like every kid who goes into a music store and wants to learn bass, that's what they grab, because they don't know any better than to just grab, you know, the SR 250, you know, like how often do you like see like a band rocking out on a stage and somebody's playing like a SR 300? Like you only see that here in Florida, and it's some retired guy wearing cargo.
Well, I mean,
with tennis shoes that have socks.
It's cost efficient.
What do you mean less efficient? Like,
it's cost efficient. It's budget friendly.
But cost efficient for what somebody would spend on like an SR250, I can get 2 SXs.
That's true, but most people don't know about the brand.
Or I could get like a freaking, I could get a used made in Mexico Fender any day of the week. You can go on Reverb and get you a used made in Mexico Fender for like $300. I mean, and I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this. I guess I'm just wrong about this, Alan. I mean,
it comes down to a lot of factors. It comes down to your personal ear.
Yeah.
It comes down to what type of music you're gonna be playing, and how you EQ the bass. Because some people don't know how to EQ the bass, and then they sound like crap, and they don't know why. But I have the bass all the way at 10 and trebles at 0. Why do I sound like crap?
Yeah, why do I sound terrible? Well, and also like they made like a semi-active one, like on the low end. I think this is what turned me off of the Ibanez Soundgear basses. This is what got me not liking them. Not only was it the headstock, but it was this. They made one called the Boom bass. And down by the knob, it had a little tag on it that said, boom. Thing has a lot of boom. And I plugged one up, and it sounded so terrible.
Yeah, I think that's the lowest line, like the Geo or something.
Dude, it was bad. And like, who wants the bass to boom? No one wants it to boom. We want it to sound articulative. We want a balanced equalization across the entire span of the audio range. We don't want it to boom. And also the knobs
were plastic and trash. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Good knobs.
Trash. Now, you given your argument. I'm going to tell you why I want mine.
All right.
Ready?
Yes.
If you do a little research, Ibanez 500 series is the first series where you can get stock Bartolini preamp, Bartolini pickups. They also have I think it's the 3-ply neck, and it's all mahogany body. The bass, only problem about the bass is because the body of the guitar is so thin, the neck dives.
Yeah.
But that's not a problem for me because most of my playing I do sitting down, so I don't care.
Yeah.
Now,
that's a recipe for a good bass. I mean, especially Bartolini pickups. I mean, there's Lakelands that come with Bartolini.
And this is stock. You can get it for like $500, $600.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I'm not going to get one, but that's cool.
I am. Stay tuned.
Do you think they look stupid at all? Or is it just in my head that those basses look stupid?
Well, here's the thing. It's all a matter of taste. You like Fender headstock? I don't particularly look at a headstock. Does it play good? If you want to be really serious about it, but I don't like the Tellman headstock. I think the stupid thing's too wide. I had to find a big bag for it to get in.
Yeah.
It's freaking paddleboard. You can freaking, it's like an oar. Like I'm just
it really is like an oar. You could totally paddle yourself to safety with a Talon bass.
Yeah, definitely. And it's heavy as a brick too.
Here's a question for you. So, yeah, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Well, I'll say this, then ask that question. So here's the thing. I think if somebody chooses an Ibanez Soundgear SR bass, whether it's 4, 5, 6 strings, whatever, and they choose it because they did the research and they decided that that was the bass they wanted to go with, I think then great. But the Boom one, I can't see anybody.
Unless you don't have money.
Do what?
Unless you don't have any money, because I think you can get that for like $199.
But I can get an SX for like $90 less than that.
It's true.
Well, and I get that.
You're informed. Most people aren't informed.
Yeah.
So there's that. So right now, brand new, that bass is retailing for $749. Now here's the problem. And now that I see that price, I'll tell you what I'll probably end up doing. If I can mentally commit to buying this bass for $749, I would then go back to the Sire website and get a V9. That's $799.
The Sire, let's see, if you're the V9, those are like, or like the, it seems like those are like they've got like some quilted maple ones and stuff, or like they're a totally different shape than more the standard jazz style basses.
Yep.
Or like they're the same basic shape, but they're kind of carved differently.
Yeah, there's a quilted maple top.
Yeah,
like it's not a veneer; it's actually a quilted maple top.
Oh
on it.
man, dude,
And,
you
has
do
the binding.
those, you'll get so many views on that.
But I feel like there's a lot of people that already have it, and I can't justify buying it, so that I'm just not gonna get a bass. And I say I want to get the Talman, the 5-string. I say I want to get this Ibanez. But I think the next one I'll probably get, like, and I can justify it, is gonna be Rick. That's gonna be my next bass.
What is?
Rickenbacker. 4003.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Reason why? Because you're not supposed to slap on it.
We'll see about that.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Yeah. I think if there's a bass in the hands of Alan Brown, AKA Bully Thakidd, I'm pretty sure that bass is going to get slapped.
Oh, it's going to get slapped. It's going to happen.
Oh, I can't wait.
I slap the violin bass. I don't care. I don't care.
Or violin bass.
I don't care. Come here. Take it.
Yeah. Slap.
Yeah, you get some too. You can get some too.
Oh yeah. Here, you can have this one. $30.
No. Whatever.
I don't know. I love your collection, man. I think your collection rules. I love the frickin' Sires, man. I love that P7. You know, interestingly enough, for me, I'm definitely a PJ guy because to me, there's nothing like a P pickup, but you kind of also need that, you know, that treble down in the bridge location. And so as a PJ guy, my problem is this: Fender, Lakland. I mean, I don't know of any brand other than Sire that makes a 5-string PJ. I think there's a Sadowski. Come on, no, they don't. There's no way. I really don't think you're right about that. There can't be.
They do. Oh yeah.
Okay, but
I'm sorry, baby. And they got Nordstrom pickups in that one too. So I'm sorry, baby. I don't know what to tell you.
But that one, here's the thing: it's a PJ pickup configuration, but it's not a P-style body shape.
That's very true. It's very true. So in that regard, you got it.
So if you want one that's like the more Fender-esque P-style body shape, 5-string PJ, other than possibly there might be a Jericho one. I think there is a Jericho Guitars has one. And the problem is that city got destroyed. But the thing is, I think Jericho makes one. I think Sadowski might make one. But other than high-end basses like that, I'm pretty sure that Sire is the only company that actually makes an attainable 5-string PJ. Nonetheless active, and it's active. It's like the perfect bass. I mean, it's 5-string active PJ, and it looks awesome.
Nice. It's nice. It is.
Inlays on the front and everything.
And I'm really trying to think of another company that does it.
I think Jericho does. Have you heard of Jericho?
No.
Yeah, Jericho Guitars. They followed me on Instagram. So I sent a message, hey, Jericho Guitars, thank you for following me on Instagram. I think your guitars are really cool. But yeah, Jericho Guitars, I think they make a 5-string PJ bass. But their guitars, it's weird. Like they're all, like everything on them is black. Like they don't have any other, like how do I describe it? You know what? I don't have to describe it, Alan. I don't have to describe it because here's what I can do.
I'm in the same mindset. You said everything is black. I'm all in.
Oh my gosh! No, this is what I can't find the words to describe this thing. Okay, Jericho Guitars. It's like everything on them is black. Like it's all like this straight up. Like most of their guitars, it's like this straight up. Like everything is ebony on it, like this.
That's freaking sweet.
And they are cool, but they don't make any like blue ones or red ones. Okay, well, yeah, they do. There's a blue one. Never mind. But so yeah, I was trying to describe how they look. So that's lo and behold, this is a 5-string PJ.
Double tap that one.
I just did.
I'm all about it, baby.
Look at this thing, dude. So it's passive. I know that you like active basses mostly, but it's passive.
I don't care. It's slappable.
I don't care either. They're all slappable, really. That is a 5-string PJ, and it is quite beautiful.
Hold on, man. Look at the headstock.
Well, yes.
Wait.
Hey, you want me to wait? While looking at the headstock.
Look at the camera.
Oh, dude, that looks... I was just thinking it looked like the old SX headstock.
I seen it. I was like, where have I seen that before?
Hanging on your wall. That's where you've seen it. So
exactly.
I think the Jerichos, I think they retail pretty high. I don't know. Of course, pretty high to some people. I talk to friends. I have some guitar and bass friends to where to them, a high dollar is $5,000. To me, a high dollar is $1,000. So yeah. I don't really know, but I think that their guitars and basses are mostly, over like $1,200. I think.
Man, look, if I'm gonna pay over $2,000 for a bass, it's either gonna be a legit double humbucker Music Man Stingray 5,
yeah,
or it's gonna be like an MPD,
yeah,
something. Shout out to Norm Stockton, that dude's cool.
Yeah. So, I'm interested
like,
in the Jericho bass, though. I'd really like to get my hands on one of those and check it out.
You and me both.
If sees this, they'll send us a couple to review.
Listen, if that's, you can check us out, Bully Thakidd, Alan Brown, on YouTube. Rumblin, man, obviously, you're finding this video.
Yeah.
Do please inbox us. We'd love to converse with you.
And he slaps the bass really good, guys. Okay, so here's what I want to talk to you about. So I've watched a ton of your videos playing in church, and you are an incredibly well-rounded player, because I see you doing like Rage Against the Machine covers. I've seen you do contemporary worship covers. I've seen you do all this stuff. Yet you can sit there in that church and play the gospel bass like no other, man.
I appreciate that.
Where did you learn that kind of playing?
It's a lot of different factors. So I was born and raised going to church, right? So me being a young kid, I had to do stuff so I wouldn't like terrorize older people. So they put me on the drums at an early age.
Nice.
From the drums, I was gifted this bass by a musician that we went and visited the church. This is the Ibanez.
Oh, the Ibanez, yeah.
Yeah, I was gifted this bass like 15, 16 years ago.
Wow.
This was given to me. So this started my whole bass journey out. And so basically, no pun intended, I had to.
A good one. That was good.
I kind of got into different kinds of music as I got friends in middle school, high school. People are popular. I run in all the circles. So I'm a church boy, but I listen to rap. But I also like Jinkos.
Wow.
So gospel music, Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
POD.
Yeah. Wow, that's a range, man. That's a range.
Yeah. So that's how I ended up getting into Rage Against the Machine, Marilyn Manson, No Doubt, which are all like my favorite bands and stuff.
Wow.
On the secular side of like metal and stuff. But so you like this song? I learned how to play it. I really like it. So and all the licks and stuff I do in church, that's just borrowing for people I see on YouTube, or I get something in my head and I'm like, oh, I wonder if I can, where's that at? And then it just happens.
Dude, that's so cool. I think gospel bass is just the coolest, man. I've seen some video of a guy in a church playing a red 5-string.
Yeah, everybody's seen it. Sherwood Moore, Sherwood. I forget his name.
I forgot.
He's big time. He's big time though.
Man, and that video is so inspirational. I'll put a link in the description for people watching on the replay. But some of the best playing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, he plays for John P. Key.
Does he really?
I think so. Like he plays for big name like gospel people, like for real. Like Fred Hammond, that type of stuff.
Man, I almost wanted to say it was an SX he was playing, but I've got to be wrong about that. I just know it was like a red jazz.
It's got to be a Fender.
Was it Fender?
It has to be. It was nice though.
J. Lopez says New York Bassworks makes a 5-string PJ model. Then he said Sherwood Reed is that dude.
Boom. That's the dude. I knew it was Sherwood. I knew it.
Sherwood Reed is what J. Lopez says. So we got Jennifer Lopez on this chat. I'm just kidding. This guy's name is J. Lopez, but his name is not Jennifer. But.
Yeah. Sherwood, and he was playing.
This guy says it was a 5-string American Fender Jazz.
Yep.
Wow. Man, that video is awesome. It's like one of my favorite videos.
This is from a long time ago too.
Yeah, like it's kind of old, like pixelated, like you said earlier.
Yeah. But it's at 4 million views, so it's doing okay.
I mean, that's a style of music that I can't even understand. Like the way the drums and bass and like organ all work together, and the types of scales and stuff. It's just beyond my understanding.
Yeah. But keep in mind, everybody, if you're a musician, you listen to all types of stuff. So when you do, all those ideas come out when you play because they just feel natural.
Nice.
So crazy thing is, whenever I'm gonna let y'all behind the curtain of my videos.
Yes.
Whenever I get an idea for a video, I press play or I press record on my camera and I go. I don't edit. I don't cut. If I mess up, I mess up. But this is real. So every video you've seen, all the 200 videos, none of them are edited.
Are you serious?
The only editing I do is syncing up the audio from my DAW to the actual camera. That's it. And then I may do like a fade in and a fade out, and that's it.
Dude, I do so much editing because sometimes here's behind the curtain here, and this is actually pretty shameful. But I sometimes say things. I'll say something like 5 times. Like yesterday, I was filming a Epiphone guitar, and I was like, so here we have the ES 350. So here we have the ES 330. So here we have. I say stuff like 5 times, so it takes me like 2 hours to edit every single one of my videos because I stump and also I play bad. So what happens is, like, if I'm just sitting around playing, especially by myself, I play so good. But then when I'm on camera,
that's funny.
I suddenly suck. Like when I hit the recording button. So sometimes I have to play something like 5 times before I get the right take.
Okay.
I wish I was more like you, Alan Brown.
No, man, look, here's the thing. When you get stuck like that, is it because you're worried about what other people see when they're watching a video?
Yeah, maybe so. And then maybe it's just the nervousness of I was in that peaceful place of being by myself playing, but now a camera's looking at me and I'm on the spot.
But here's the thing, though. So for me, just like I'm talking to you and all these people are watching, however many I don't know how many are watching, but just like I'm looking at you, that's how I talk to the camera. Because if I'm passionate about doing something, then we're just conversing.
Yeah.
You know? So realistically, every person watching only has 2 sets of eyes. So no matter how many people are watching, it's me and you. Me and you every single time.
That's a good point.
So I don't get nervous or anything like that.
You actually have a certain realness to your videos, and I try to be the same way. I've been learning that lately. I've been learning, you know what, I need to kind of have a plan for the video, because I'm just not good at, okay, I'm going to talk now, and then just talking and everything being fine. Like, for some reason, I suck at it.
So what do you call what we've been doing this whole time?
This has been an improv conversation, an improv review.
So what's the difference?
That's a good point. I have been schooled and mentored, ladies and gentlemen. My bully. That's a great point, Alan Brown. That's a good point. Mate,
I got a headache. Hold on.
You win. Yeah, sometimes I laugh so hard that I get a head rush. It really sucks, because I also get a head rush while playing music in a negative way. Speaking of head rush, I really want a head rush pedal board. What do you like to run your bass through when you're running direct and not going through an amp?
That's a very weird question, because I actually go to my amp and then DI out into my interface and then into the software.
Nice.
The only time
I never really use that.
The only time I don't do it is when I want like a really naked signal. So like, I plug the bass in, coloring of the sound, everything that I'm doing is literally on the bass. This is what you got, bare bones. You don't need the niceness of doggone Trace Elliott head or a tone hammer pedal or nothing like that, because that all adds different elements to your sound.
It does.
So
it does.
I like to go naked into it. That sounds weird. Very direct.
I haven't seen that video yet, Alan.
Yeah, probably won't.
Did you know there's another guy out there named Alan Brown? Alan, are you okay?
Yep, I'm good. Sorry.
Were you crying? Were you crying just now?
Nah, I was musty.
Oh. So there's another Alan Brown. You're not the only one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Every time I Google, like 17 white guys pop up.
Well, this particular gentleman is black, and he's another black Alan Brown, actually. So I was looking for you one day, and I came across him. It was before I had you on Instagram and stuff, and so I searched Alan Brown the way you spell it and found him. Like, bam, there he is. So I started following this guy, and it's not you, but he's super cool. Like, he has. Yeah. Well, and you're cool too. So there's 2 cool Alan Browns. I mean, I don't know about all the Allens that you saw. I don't really know if they're cool guys or not. I haven't particularly looked them up at this point in time. But so while looking for you one day, I stumbled upon another Alan Brown, and he posts some of the greatest quotes and stuff. He's actually a Christian rapper, is what he is.
Interesting.
I haven't listened to his music. I assume maybe he rapped Bible verses, or maybe Christian rap lyrics. He has T-shirts that he sells. They say "ministry over business," and like he's got all these cool quotes he posts. So anyway, it's just good to be Alan Brown. You know,
I'll check him out.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. You have to follow him on the gram. I repost his stuff sometimes. All right, let's see if there's any questions for Rumblin' Man and Alan Brown. AKA Bully the Kid. Hey, in your next video,
Yeah.
instead of saying AKA, can you say AKA, just so I can give you a thumbs up?
Absolutely.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. I'll do one tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Yes.
I might do one tonight. Yeah.
Oh man, I know. I did one yesterday and stayed up all night editing it last night till like 2 a.m. and then went to work today and then came home. And then I'm doing the same thing tomorrow. Then tomorrow night I'm filming, I think tomorrow night I'll be filming an acoustic guitar review.
Cool.
Yes, I think so. I love doing YouTube, man. It, like we were talking about earlier today, you know, it's so much fun. Like I really get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Like really every aspect of, you know, film or any video, and, you know, exercise and creativity and all that stuff, man. It's really a serious enjoyment.
So one thing that I've really been enjoying lately is actually doing live streams, because it's a direct way for me to talk to people that watch me on a regular basis.
Yeah.
So I think pretty much I think it's going to be Sunday. That's going to be my kind of like my stream day.
Nice.
Sometime. So I think I'm going to start doing that. Talking to people real time is cool, man. Answering questions.
Yeah, man. Well,
Yeah.
you know, if you ever want the friendly neighborhood Rumblin man on your stream with you, you know, I'm always down.
I'm with it. We can definitely do it.
Let's do it. So does any of you guys in the chat, anybody got questions for Alan Brown and or Rumblin Man? I don't know how many we have. There's a group of about 5 or 6 guys who've been commenting a lot. So I'll wait and see if anybody has Q&A for men such as us. But I need to let you know that some of your Oklahoma weather has migrated to the southeast because I'm hearing thunder outside. So
Interesting.
All the
way
from Tulsa, Oklahoma, thank you for sending the weather my way. So here's a church question for you. So I see your vids from when you play in church, and then also you posted a cover. You did a cover of a worship song, and it's a worship song that's actually by Life.Church, one of those campuses. So do you attend one of those campuses as well?
That was an audition tape, so there's a possibility that I will be getting into that.
Would it be the Edmond campus,
So we'll
Edmond, Oklahoma campus?
No, it's probably going to be in Tulsa, more than likely downtown or midtown. So that's I actually have an in-person audition coming up on Sunday.
Sweet, man.
We'll see how that goes. I'm
I'll
just
keeping a prayer on your behalf that you get the gig, man. Which of course you will. I mean, you're Alan Brown.
Well, we'll see. If it's God's will, it'll happen. If not, then
Amen.
I got some content. I got some content on YouTube. I had fun doing it. So.
Absolutely. My friend Donovan White is a guitar player in Vertical Horizon, and I think he plays when he's not on the road with Vertical Horizon. I think he plays at a Life.Church campus. I think in Kansas City, Missouri. I don't know.
Cool.
Haven't talked to him in a while. Maybe we'll do a chat with him sometime. Who knows? But yeah, as long as it's the Lord's will. And see that God's will. That's how I've been living my life the past number of years. So for many years, it was kind of reckless, fly by the seat of my pants. I just decided I'm going to go down this avenue, not put any thought or prayer into anything. And I was constantly making a mess of things. But lately, I'm being more prayerful with my life and following God's will for my life. And so one thing that I think the Lord actually has me doing right now is YouTube, ironically enough. Like for some reason, my wife and I both, like prayerfully, we both just kind of feel like there's some kind of blessing that God has in store with the Rumblin Man channel. And so like it's become something that's like that we both really believe in,
Well, I pray everything works out.
Yeah, man.
Well, here's a direct testament. You doing what you do years ago started me doing this.
Isn't that crazy?
I.e. birthed this conversation now.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy how that happens, man?
Yeah. So this is what's really wild. So the first time that you actually commented on one of my posts or one of my videos, I was like, Rumblin, man.
That time you didn't answer me.
But here's the thing, though. I didn't believe it was you.
Oh, you didn't believe it was me?
No, I was like, why? On mine? He's Rumblin, man. Why would he be watching me? Right?
You're like
millions of people, millions of YouTubers. Millions of YouTubers. There's no chance he found me. No chance. Absolutely not. Max Proud did the same thing too, but I knew it was him because his face was on the thing. I was like,
Earl commented, huh?
Yo!
Wow!
Yo!
Yeah, I think you've arrived in the YouTube bass community when Earl comments on your video.
Man, I'm nowhere near it. Now I'll start to think that I'm actually doing something once I get to like 100,000 subscribers. But until then, I'm just a regular fly, run-of-the-mill bass player, drummer.
Well, it's so funny because when I was commenting on your stuff, I was thinking that you probably had no idea who I was because I looked, and I mean, and you've got a lot more subscribers than I do and a lot more views total. So I'm like, yeah, you know, this guy, we'll see if he answers me. That'd be really cool if he did. And so then when that day a few months back when you commented that you would see my videos and it had been one of your inspirations to get started on YouTube and stuff, like I immediately screenshotted it and sent it to my wife, and I was like, look at this, because my wife has seen me watch your videos before. Like,
I did the same thing to my wife.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
This is really weird.
Oh, it's funny as heck, man.
Oh my gosh.
Dude.
Like normally my wife can tell who I'm watching by how they talk, you know. So if I'm watching you, she knows it's you. And then there's another. Do you know of Morris Man?
Morris Man?
Yeah. He's a YouTuber. He does guitars and lessons and stuff. And so I watch his videos sometimes. And she knows that one. She knows Max Proud when she hears it. And then there's this really annoying guy over in Britain or something. And sometimes I watch his videos just to. His name is Tony MCG4 or something like that.
Oh, no. Never heard of him. I thought you was about to say Paul Jazz. That's my dude, man.
No, man. No.
Yeah, he's the reason why I even got the Trace Elliott elf.
Are you serious?
Yeah. He's the reason. Because he built his own cabinet.
Did he really?
Yeah, it's sweet. He did a whole like series on what he was doing each week. It was cool.
Wow.
Yeah, so Paul Jazz Bass. Really cool dude. I think he's UK.
I need to make sure I'm following that guy.
He's nice.
And there's Marlo. Yeah. I've learned some licks from Marlo here and there. Marlo DJ. Man, he's got a bass collection, like tons of really vintage Fenders.
Rick's. And he's sponsored by T. He has his own bass by Sadowski, dude.
Does he really?
That's where I need to be. Yes. But no, it's by Sandberg, not Sadowski.
I want one.
Yeah, I think it's a Marlo DK California bass. And it's red. It has its 3 stripes. It's nice. But it's relics though. So
I love relics.
It's
in
nice.
fact, my number 2 one that got away, thing I regret selling is a road-worn 50s style P bass Fender. That kind of sucks that and same story, lost my job and sold it for $400 to get food. So there's also Scott's bass lessons on the really popular end. I mean,
yeah.
Scott channel is extremely popular.
Yeah. I think he's like at 800,000 subscribers. But one cat that like people will come on my channel to throw shade is Davey 504.
You know what? I never can figure out what the deal is with Davey 504 because his videos are like off the chain. But like he never he never says anything. I've watched a ton of his videos and he never says a word.
I mean, and then this with he's French, I think.
Oh, really?
Or Italian. So I think his accent is kind of weird. Maybe he doesn't talk in English. Maybe that's one of his strong suit or something.
Nice.
But like, yeah, his especially slap stuff. If I got a slap video, somebody's gonna say that's nice, but can you? Oh, wrong channel. I'm like, really?
Yeah,
really?
Yeah. Like they think they're him. Man, his videos are insane. Like,
yeah,
there was like one bass where he was like spinning a wheel and it was like 10 basses in one or something, or maybe he was playing 10 at the same time or something. It was absolutely crazy.
Yeah, he got a crazy collection too.
He really does. Like, and he had this one bass that was a $10,000 bass.
Yeah.
Like, how do you spend $10,000 on a bass?
He has 2 million subscribers, bro.
So $10,000 on a bass is totally doable if you have 2 million subscribers.
2 million. Like, I think his smallest video was like 300,000 views.
So everyone, please subscribe. I need 2 million subscribers so that I can get a $10,000 bass. I don't even.
If I had 2 million subscribers, I still wouldn't buy a $10,000 bass.
You know, neither would I.
Because it's still gonna get slapped. But $10,000, I would literally have a fleet of basses designed for me with my logo and insignia, and I don't have a logo.
You need to get a logo, man. I made my logo on an app one night on my iPad.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually made a T-shirt with it. Just one.
I see.
I wore it to NAMM. So I'm thinking about making them available. Like some guys do product like on Teespring where you can, grab a T-shirt or something. I don't really know. I don't know if anybody would buy one. So if you're out there watching and you would buy a Rumblin' Man T-shirt, please go on and comment and let me know so, and I will hold you to your word when they are available. Thank you very much.
I also would like to say this. I have an idea for a T-shirt, and I don't know if it would go well, but I'm definitely going to get it printed up because I want it, and then we'll see what the heck happened. So that's what I'm going to say. I have an idea for a T-shirt, and I haven't seen anybody with it. So who knows?
Whatever it is, I would probably wear it. Is it something that I could wear to church?
Yes.
Then let's do this thing. Because there's some t-shirts you can't wear to church. Like if it advertises alcohol, obviously I'm not going to wear it on Sunday morning because people.
Listen, if I take pictures, everybody on my timeline are church people.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Same here.
So I can't be raunchy. I have to be saved all the time on social media.
Yeah.
Like I don't have profanity in my videos. I don't have negativity in my videos. There's no me slandering people. No drama, just bass. Me talking.
My slander is brands.
Abinette.
And I feel that if I'm never going to develop a connection with a certain brand, then I can go on and say, I just don't particularly care for this product. But I am open to my mind being changed. If somebody puts a guitar in my hand and blows me away, I'll change my mind. Just saying, But yeah, same here, man. I've got about 1,000, friends, and it's mostly, people from church and also from my years on the road singing gospel music, like a ton of those people. But the thing is, the gospel music that I was singing on the road and the gospel music that you play in church, 2 different types of gospel music. I was singing Southern gospel music, like quartet stuff on the road.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we snuck in some contemporary Christian stuff too. But that's kind of what it was. It was like real traditional stuff. And I'd play bass too on some of the songs. But it was it was pretty old school stuff. But I got called out. Once I got
wasn't like
what?
So it wasn't like lead singer, big choir, crazy music composition, that type of stuff?
No, it was 4 guys, like just a quartet of 4 men. That was all it was.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, totally. So it's like there's two genres of gospel music. There's the kind that you play, and then the kind that I sing, which would be called Southern gospel. And then the kind that you play, I guess white individuals would refer to it as black
gospel.
Yeah. But here's the thing. Why does it have to be black gospel? Because I'm white and I enjoy it. So why can't it be anybody's gospel? Why can't it have a different name? Like,
listen,
gospel with feeling.
I don't make the rules. I just live the life. I don't know why it is either.
Well, if that's what it's called, though, consider me a huge black gospel fan, because I'm telling you what, that stuff. Sometimes I'll look up, gospel bass playing and stuff. I'll look that up for fun and just lay it. I might do that tonight when I go to bed, honestly.
So I'm pretty sure you've looked this dude up. I'm pretty sure you know who he is. His name is Andrew Goucher.
Doesn't ring a bell at the moment.
Oh, the godfather of gospel. Like, he's nice. He's so nice. He's sponsored by MTD.
What? No way.
Another dude you need to look up on Instagram, specifically, K-Bass 1914.
On it. I'm on it.
K-Bass 1914. Like, he's so good, it ticks me off.
It ticks you off?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like he'll be playing something and I'll just turn it off in the halfway through the middle. Like, this is trash.
There is oh my gosh. There K-Bass 1914?
K-A-Y-B-A-S-S 1914.
Oh, okay. K-Bass 1914. Oh.
And he's sponsored by Galen Kruger.
No way.
Bass Mods. And I think he's sponsored by MTD as well.
I just followed him.
You need to go and click on a few of his videos.
Hey, Jay
He's
Lopez
nice.
From this chat sent me an Instagram message of his Ibanez bass.
Oh yeah?
Check it out.
All right.
And he said, "How can you hate this, bro?" Okay, I don't hate it. All right, hate's a strong word, like Alan said. I don't hate it. It's just here's where I think it comes from. I think it comes from the time I picked up that boom bass, and from therefore I just kind of had this complex against the Ibanez sound gear basses.
No, okay. Number one, you need to go to Guitar Center because this isn't right.
I'll go this weekend.
You need to just go there with an open mind.
All right.
Grab a higher price tag bass and play it first. However you play, go for it.
All right.
Because this, I can't. No, man. I feel like you're missing the bus on it.
I will say this: in the event that I do say, "Never mind, these are awesome," and suddenly start liking them and playing them, that will be so crazy.
I won't tell you anything negative. I'm just gonna take a picture of myself looking at it like this.
Oh. Hey, nobody saw that. Can you do that again?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's gonna do. Two brands I want to ask you about. You ever played Lakland?
No, I haven't. That's kind of over the seas type thing. I haven't ran into one over here.
So Lakland, so the US made Lakelands obviously are pretty expensive. I mean, you spend like $3,000, for a US Lakeland, but then they have the more affordable Skyline series and by affordable, it's affordable compared to the other ones, but I mean, they're still around $1,000-$1,200, But I've been blown away every time I've ever picked up a Lakland bass. Like, just the sound. I picked one up at NAMM, I plugged my friend John's in the other day. Just the way they sound and feel, man. Like I really wish I had a Lakland. And I've reached out to them like, hey guys, send me one, I'll review it, and hasn't happened yet. But and then also, what do you think of Yamaha? Specifically, the Yamaha BB basses.
Ooh, that's sexy. What is that?
This is my Yamaha BB bass. There's another bass player, another guy on YouTube who plays like a white Yamaha BB bass. He's a black guy. Scott Devine did like an interview with him or something. You know who I'm talking about?
Ethan Farm.
Is that who it is? Yeah, he plays one of these, but like a white one. Okay, Lester Enix.
What the heck?
Chardon says, when you guys get a new bass, do you usually do a setup on it yourself, or do you pay a pro to do it? So what do you do as far as setup goes, Alan?
So I like to get a good feel of where it is. Most of the time, I'm like, so when I set up a bass, and this is, I haven't even said this on my channel. So this is first out the gate. So first thing I do whenever I grab my bass and I'm actually like playing for the first time, I will, and this probably isn't right, but this is how I figured it out. First thing I do is I go to where the neck meets the body on the E string.
Sweet.
Okay. And then I go up to about the 5th fret and I play here to see if it's touching. And that's how you determine the bow in the neck. That's one way. Or you turn it on its heel and you kind of look at the sides on each side of the bridge to see if you're seeing anything like this. And then you would adjust it that way. But if the bass itself feels good, then all I would do is mess with the bridge.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing I do. I'll hold to the body, see if I have any clearance, like if I have enough space to put like a piece of paper through the 5th foot. I'll do that. And then I'll check the nut clearance. If I press the 2nd fret and it actually like bends up and I can put paper there, I probably have to file down the nut.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I do. So first out the gate again, wherever the neck meets the body, whatever that fret is right there, I hold that down. And I'll go to about the 5th fret and see if there's any, you should have some type of, it should barely be touching. So wait, where your finger is, slide it up to where the neck actually meets the body of the guitar. So it's the 1/2 fret on after 12. No, come down to it. After 12, keep going. Next one. Okay, wait, no. Go to the 12th fret. So, okay, here we go. This is what I want you to do. You ready? Take your finger on the back side of the guitar, other side. Slide it there. No, turn your hand around. There you go. Slide it there. That's where you want to hold down.
So I hold the string down right there?
Yeah. And then you want to do the paper check. So you grab it here, and then you want to do the paper check here. It's high. See how you're getting a whole bunch of sound out of there?
Yeah.
It's probably both.
Yeah.
But then again, I like playing with my action really low. So.
This neck is slightly bowed forward. I do need to do an adjustment. So for me personally, so like I can grab a couple Allen wrenches and do a simple neck adjustment or saddles adjustment, and sometimes I can eliminate whatever string height issue or buzz, just by doing that with Allen wrenches. But honestly, if it's something more than that, though, then I'm going to need, I feel, because I never really have honed in. I'm not great with like tools and doing things with my hands other than playing. So I never really have honed in the technical aspect very well. So for me, then at that point, I'm going to take it. And so I'm actually blessed because I have friends in the area who do set up stuff really good. For instance, especially Jeff, my buddy Jeff, the anonymous guitar tech, who lives about 2 miles away from me. He's a really cool guy. So in his place, he's got a room where he just works on guitars. He's always rescuing guitars, refurbishing them, reselling them, buying and selling and trading. And he's always glad to do my setups for me, and he does a great job.
Let's go ahead and say this. If you don't know, this is how you learn. Because I learned by YouTube. So if you're really good friends with them, just ask them like, hey, when you set up a guitar, how do you do it? Like, what's the theory behind it? And then just let them talk.
How do you do it, Jeff?
Oh, he's here?
I don't know if he is or not. I will see him soon. In fact, I'll probably see him like tomorrow or the next day. And I'm going to see if he's willing to star in a video, like actually make an on-camera appearance. But yeah, I do need to learn that stuff because
hey, there's somebody that says they buy an RM shirt from you.
That would be my friend Lester Enix from right here in Florida. Okay, yeah. Lester, I'm counting you in. Funk Bass, Corsario, are you guys have played the signature James Stanton 60 jazz bass Squire?
No, I didn't even know that existed.
I've never heard of it. So James, I've never heard of it. But you know what? If anybody in the area has one, I'd love to check it out.
Man, I need to check this dude's channel. He has Funk Bass in the title.
Yeah, Funk Bass Corsario. Does he have a sweet channel? I think I have clicked on his stuff before because he comments on my stuff pretty often. Let's check this guy out. We're gonna check him out on air. It's like an hour stalking of this man, Funk Bass Corsario. Oh, that's just my YouTube page. Here's Jericho. So anyway, what I was saying about the Yamaha, I love this Yamaha BB bass. Love it. Love the sound. Love the feel. All right. So I go to YouTube and I type in Funk Bass Corsario. Let's see who this guy is, what he's all about. There he is, playing an Ovation guitar. Oh, I have been to his channel before. He doesn't have very many videos. He has like 4 vids, but he has this bassline video. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Funk Bass Corsario.
I can dig it.
Yeah, so that's his video. I think it might be like Spanish or something.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, wait, were you just picking up Funk Bass Corsario's lick?
Pretty much.
Nice, dude. That was awesome. Well, I could talk with you all night, but I need to respect the fact that you are probably a person who eventually goes to bed.
Yeah, eventually. Same. I'm definitely going to be playing my bass. I'm about to record that.
Nice. So here's something that I think the viewers need to know about, and that would be this, your giveaway. I see your giveaway bass on the wall back there.
Yep. It is this one.
Nice.
So yeah, so let's talk about that.
Yeah, I want to hear about it, and then if I can find a link to the giveaway, I'll put it in the video description.
Yeah, so I haven't actually made the video for the giveaway and stuff like that yet.
Cool.
But basically, this is a Rogue LX205 bass that I took, put a wrap on, made it completely pink. It's a completely punk bass.
Look, it's blue in the color.
Yeah. Got all my favorite bands on it and stuff like that.
That's so sweet, man.
Yeah, so this is actually, that's how I used to sign my name, the A right there.
Really?
Yeah, I used to sign my name. That would be the A. So Black Flag, Linkin Park, Green Day, Rammstein, Red Hot Chili Peppers, No Effect.
The A, is that Avenged Sevenfold, or whose logo is that?
No, that's just Anarchy.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just thought it looked cool. So I was like, yeah, Alan.
Yeah. You ever heard of a punk band, or actually kind of a more metal band from the 2010 era called Seosin?
Mm-hmm.
Man, they had this album with the cover had a bug on it. 10 years ago, I was jamming out to that all day, every day, man. I love metal-y music. I don't really get into music in which people scream. For some reason, to me, I don't like to hear a guy scream while I'm listening to music. But theirs is metal non-screaming. And man, I love that kind of stuff. And honestly, I suck at metal guitar. Like, brrr, like I totally suck. Actually,
I don't know how to do it.
yeah,
I don't know how to do it.
in a video. I remember in a video you saying that you don't have the skills to play with a pick, is what you said.
I don't. I do not.
Like not even basic stuff?
I mean, yeah, basic stuff, but like I know people that like play funk with a pick. And I'm string skipping like that, that's not me. So I can't do it.
Some people diss it, some people knock it. I think it has its place. I think there are applications in which a pick is great on bass, but when it is, you know, more funk style music or country music or whatever it be, there's certain applications in which playing with a pick, to me, it doesn't seem like it works.
I tried. I did. I tried to do like I did a video where I played metal,
Nice.
like stoner metal,
Nice.
and like I sounded like I just learned how to play. And I was like, this is trash. I can't. How does one chug? How do you do it? I can't do it.
Yeah. I guess I played guitar before I ever played bass, so
yeah, you cheat
to me. But yeah, I cheat.
You cheat.
You know, I learned to play on this bass. I think I told you that earlier today.
What was that?
I joined a band as a bass player when I was 13, and I learned to play on that bass. And I played guitar, and I've been playing this my whole life too. So I learned that was my dad's guitar when I was like 8, and it ended up being mine. And then this. So my dad always had both these around the house, so I kind of learned to play on both those instruments.
Yeah, that's a really sweet bass. Period.
It really is. I'm so glad I've never gotten rid of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it feels sweet. It feels sweet. It really does. And with the flats, I always had rounds on it in the past, but the flats just kind of complete the package, man. The plugged in tone, I'm not as crazy about the plugged in tone as I am like a P bass or a jazz bass, but it's still cool. It's got a vintage flip. I'll probably make a video. I actually did some videos with this bass like in 2014 when I was living in.
I'm gonna have to go check it out.
Yeah.
We need an update. We need an updated video.
Well, that's the thing, because those videos were like with an old webcam. So I'm probably going to do a new video with this. I started a series called Awesome Artifacts. And so the first one I did was with an Antigua burst P bass. And so the whole idea behind the Awesome Artifacts video series I started was, okay, sometimes you come across an instrument that's no longer made, but do people want to see a review or not? I don't know. But if they do, then I'm going to take a look at this older instrument that's no longer made and just call it an artifact. Check out this artifact I found today. You know, that was kind of my idea. Because there's so many great guitars and basses that are no longer made that people should see a video of. I don't know. And there's all stuff for sale on Reverb.
Yeah. It's probably where I'm gonna get my Rick from.
You're gonna get a Rickenbacker?
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
So
probably next year for my birthday.
In a video, you once mentioned that there were 3 dream basses, and one of them was, I think, a Music Man, which you have. Well, Sterling.
It'll get there. Yeah, it's nice, and it's almost there. It's like a 6 out of the 10 that I think the Music Man is.
Yeah,
it'll get there. And then I have the Epiphone Thunderbird. And then my last one is the Rick. So I'm not gonna get a copy Rick. I'm gonna get a for real Rick because I want the real one.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
I can't wait to slap on it, dude. I can't wait to slap on it. I'm gonna piss so many people off. It's gonna
what color
so
are you gonna roll with?
What color do you think I'm gonna get?
Well, I think you're either gonna get black or blue.
You, sir, would be absolutely correct.
Wait, but which one, black or blue?
Don't matter to me, either one.
Yeah. See, that one, if I could get a Rick, I'd probably roll with blue. But the black one looks so sleek. It has such a sharp look to it.
If you want to be real, if I could be really real, the doggone natural one looked really sweet. Like the walnut version. You seen the walnut version?
I haven't seen it, no.
Pull that up.
All right, let's pull this thing up. Application. Sharing the screen, y'all. All right. Natural Rickenbacker bass. Like this, perhaps? Is that what I'm talking about?
No, go back.
What is this thing?
Press back.
Look at this. There's ebony, patuluk, rosewood, and maple. That's pretty neat. Oh, that's the finger.
Yeah. Go back.
All right.
To the right.
To the right, to the right. Everything you own in the box to the right.
Oh, these are knockoff. There it goes right there. See it? To the right. All the way on the right.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty incredible.
Yeah.
So guys, if you want to go in and get your natural colored Rickenbacker bass before me or Bully have the chance to, there will be a link in the description on the playback where you can do it. Look at that.
Oh man.
Look at that finish.
God.
You know what I saw though on the search there, Blue? Oh, that's one of the fake Ricks.
Yeah. I don't want that. I want a real one.
Yeah, me too, man. In fact, I think that, I don't know. I can't decide between the black and the blue. The blue is so sweet. Look at that, dude. The matching headstock and everything. Oh, look at that thing, man. As some would say, bass porn.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it is.
That is some serious eye candy right there. Oh my gosh, look at that bass.
I want to do some nasty things to that bass. Oh, I said this before as a joke, and my wife was like, "Would you choose me or the bass?" And I said, "I'd always choose you," as I'm holding my bass. And then she would say, "Why?" And I told her, I was like, "Now look here, I can grab her body and then grab her neck, and she never tells me no. She just gives me exactly what I want."
Oh my gosh, that's funny. I didn't know you were married.
Yep.
Congratulations. How long you been married?
5 years.
Me too.
Yep.
Yet another thing we have in common.
Yeah, I found one that I could actually tolerate. So I said, all right, let's go ahead and let's do this.
Let's tie the knot.
Yeah.
Or tell her hello from Rumblin Man.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, hey, look, this is a hot topic and it's going fast. You better snatch it while you can. Okay.
Yeah, for real, man. Oh my gosh. That blue Rick. See, Lake Placid blue, my 2 favorite colors on the planet are both guitar colors originally coined by Fender, and one is Sherwood green, man. Just what
Deep
a
green?
color. It's
Like-
I can show you.
Okay.
No, it's not in here. My telly's not in here. I'll show you. Share screen again. So I spend a lot of nights looking at this on the internet. Sherwood green. Let's just say Sherwood green P bass. It's like just, oh my gosh, yes. So why are you laughing?
The first thing you said was, "Oh my gosh, yes."
Look at these basses. Oh man, I can't decide which one is the sweetest.
Oh, I'd have to say the turquoise pickguard. Ooh, that cream looks good too.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, to the right. Go up. Exotic XP4. What is that? Click it. Oh, come on.
What
it's
even
active.
Oh, let's go to the website.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
What? Ooh. It's string through.
You don't like string through?
Oh no, I love that.
Have you
And
ever heard of
high
it?
massive bridge. Where is it? This is UK.
Oh, they're in the United Kingdom. That's a few miles away.
I see the pound. But it's expensive though. It's a $3,000 bass.
Oh my gosh. So here's a jazz. I like the so this is the Fender Adam Clayton signature bass. I didn't know that there was an Adam Clayton signature Sherwood green jazz bass with block inlays.
Here's my question. When they come out with a signature bass, is there anything different about it?
It's usually just whatever is to that particular player's specifications. Like I'm kind of waiting for the Alan Brown Bully Thakidd signature bass to come out.
Dude, I wish.
The Sire, not the Sire Marcus Miller, the Sire Alan Brown.
Dude, if I could have my perfect bass, you want to hear what it is?
I am so desperate to hear what it is because I'm very interested to hear this.
Okay. So if I could design my perfect bass, it would be this right here. So I would have a humbucker in the bridge position. I'd have a P pickup in the front position. I'd probably go with the color of the bass would end up being sparkle blue, sparkle cobalt blue. The pick guard, I'd probably have like a perloid, but it'd be like a P-based pick guard. And then it would be gold knobs, gold hardware, rosewood fingerboard, satin neck, Showler tuners, gold hardware. Pretty cool. If I could design a bass, that's what it would be.
Oh my gosh.
And I have half a mind to just get the pieces of wood and make it happen.
Do it!
It's crossed my mind a few times, especially since I picked up that pickup. Like, I got a half a mind to take this bass and do it.
Love the satin finish on that wood.
Yeah, it's nice. It's pretty sweet.
It really is. So here's my dream, and then I'll let you go so that you can get to bed at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I want to go. I could literally do this all night. So it would be a P-style body, PJ pickup configuration and the pickups would be either Aguilar or Lakland. And the neck, either ebony for the fretboard.
Okay.
or either ebony or maple. Block inlays.
Ooh, I forgot about that.
Perloid block inlays. For the finish on the back of the neck, maybe semi-gloss. Like maybe like a thin coated, like not quite as glossy as the Tommen, but a little glossy, a little less glossy than that. And then as far as color goes, it would be a matching headstock situation. And the base would be either Lake Placid blue or Sherwood green. Here's what we do. There's a 5-string model in Lake Placid blue and a 4-string model in Sherwood green. Honestly, the bass I just described, the 4-string, Lakland pretty much makes that, honestly.
Listen, my name is Bully Thakidd, and I approve this message.
Oh, so guys, make sure you bid your thanks to Alan Brown, AKA Bully Thakidd, for joining us this evening. Funk Bass, thank you guys, he says, for checking out his video on the air. He said he's been learning a lot from us. So Funk Bass, keep making videos, man. Keep making videos. Have fun with it. It's a lot of fun. Get you a computer interface where you can plug your bass straight into your computer and record and video yourself. It's a lot of fun. He has a video playing a 60s Squire. Oh, the classic vibe. Sorry, I've been stealing you guys' bass lines. That's okay. You know what? I have probably stolen a few of Alan's as well. So,
I ain't using them.
Well,
I can't remember them after they did, so don't matter.
Yeah. Honestly, most of the lines I play in my videos, I heard somebody else play it and thought it sounded cool, so I play it. I mean, I could probably make something up if I wanted. But anyway, we will do this again because this was awesome. So, guys, we will get Alan Brown on the program again sometime. So I'm going to keep doing live streams. This is my second organized live stream, and I'm going to keep doing them. I don't know how frequently, because I think to say every Tuesday night right now would be possibly overcommitting myself. So I think I'm going to have a goal to do it like every other Tuesday night. I just don't know if I can do it every single Tuesday night because I'm so busy. Okay, just a little insight on the life of Rumblin' Man. So I have a full-time job in worship ministry. So I do that full-time. Then on the side, I play shows at restaurants and stuff around Florida. And then on the side, I do YouTube. And then on the side, I produce worship tracks for Loop Community. So I've got a full-time job and then 3 part-time gigs. So I'm having trouble with timing. But really, the channel is really taking big-time priority right now. It's just kind of what things have gone to. So that's the story on Rumblin' Man tonight. And then if you're watching the playback on YouTube, you can see links to Alan's social media, my social media, the gear that we talked about in this video, some of the videos we mentioned and stuff from the various chats. You can check that out in the video description when you're watching the playback, and I'll have it available probably later tonight, tomorrow at the latest. Other than that, make sure you're subscribed to Alan's channel. I freaking love his videos. And
appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
To hear that one of my favorite YouTubers was actually in some way influenced by me and has been watching me for like 6 years is crazy. And that we both told our wives, hey, you don't believe, like, so it's like the world. Also, I do want to chill in person sometime, whether you come here or I come to Tulsa. We'll do this thing.
I'm ready.
We'll jam. Since you don't swim at the beach, we'd have to think of something else to do. I don't know. You could play with my church worship band on Sunday.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that.
Yeah, man. Either the bass player or drummer would sit out and let you jam. So it sounds like from the video you made, by the way, it sounds like if you go to life.church, sounds like they're doing a click and backing tracks.
Yeah.
Because
which is different.
Do
it's
what?
completely different. That's a whole different world. I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah. And that's what I've gone to at my church. We don't, when we do like an acoustic service, we don't, but most Sundays we do a click and backing tracks. And then I've started producing some for Loop Community. And then, so we do some of my own tracks, but others that we purchase. I will say in terms of the service quality, when we do like an acoustic thing and get away from the tracks, the worship in the room and like people singing seems like it's more present and more intense. But when we do the tracks, it's like the quality of the music is just great because I can literally pick and choose what I want in there. And like some of these synth parts that no one can just sit and play, like you can have them.
Yeah.
So, but you got this thing, man. You're Alan Brown, man. You'll get that gig easy.
We'll see, man. Like I said, if it's for me, it's for me. If it's not, then I made content for YouTube and have fun doing it. So
yeah, I'll tell you, there's very few things as fun as this. That's so true, man. So guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. And a huge thank you to Alan Brown, AKA Bully Thakidd, for joining me this evening and spending more than 2 hours just chilling and chatting. We will do this again on the Rumblin channel. Maybe I'll get an invite to do so on the Alan Brown, AKA Bully Thakidd channel. We'll see about that.
Definitely.
But in the next video, make sure you check out his channel and mine. Check out the links in the description. There's a lot of goodies there. If you're a fan of Rumblin' Man and or Alan Brown, you want to check out everything in the description of this video. And hold on, I may even put an end screen right here with links to some of both of our videos.